We've all been waiting for this matchup the whole year, and the cruel schedule made us wait several extra days until Game 1. But when it finally came, we were treated to an intense game with plenty of matchup intrigue. And while the Rockets might have won some of those battles, the Warriors clearly won the war. The Rockets are known for stagnant isolation offense designed to systematically attack the weakest link in the defense. Of course, that role falls to Steph Curry, who, by virtue of not being Klay Thompson, Draymond Green, Kevin Durant, or Andre Iguodala, got unceremoniously picked on. Early on in Game 1, it worked. Steve Kerr put Curry on Ariza to limit the damage a switch might cause, and the opening possession was supposed to be a switch, but Curry ignores it and they allow Harden to get going. They run the same play with Ariza cutting across the court to then pivot and set the screen to Harden's left. Even though they get the switch, there isn't much time on the shot clock. The offense goes completely stagnant, but no matter, Harden is cooking, even if this is the shot the Warriors are happy to give up. And when Iguodala got into foul trouble, the Rockets switched their crosshairs to Kevon Looney. For some reason, Houston's scouting report seemed to indicate they'd have a better result isolating Harden on Looney versus Curry. And it certainly started out that way. But Looney is no Enes Kanter. He's long, mobile, and plays hard. Even if he gets beat, he can still recover and block Harden's shot like he did here. And he has the ability to keep Harden in front. Notice how he keeps his arms in closer to his sides so Harden can't rip through and draw a cheap foul. There is literally no movement to their offense during this dance, and Harden has to burp up a bad shot. The crux of the matter is, for every tough isolation shot the Rockets made over or around the good Warriors defense, especially when those shots were in the mid-range, the positive outcome just delayed the inevitable. The reliance on individual isolated brilliance over the course of 48 minutes is just too much of a burden to bear. In a very stark contrast of basketball styles, just look how much movement the Warriors get in their half court. It directly leads to a switch of Harden on Curry. He's not looking to isolate immediately, hunting for something better on the right side. When nothing appears, he blows right by Harden for an easy layup. Of course, the Warriors want to force Harden onto Curry and let him go, but they disguise this with their motion weak. Curry makes a shallow cut to the right side, they bring Harden's man across the court on a sprint to set the screen. Now Curry can put Harden into the dance and get right by him with ease. But look how the offense is organized. The natural flow spots up Durant and Klay on the weak side. When the help must rotate, Tucker can't guard both. And compare this shot to the type of shots Houston was creating. And you can see why it was only a matter of time until the Rockets were completely in trouble. In the third quarter, the Rockets continued to attack Curry by forcing the switch. While it was very effective early on, they were playing with a little bit of fire. Since it took them so long to eventually get into the attack, the shot clock was playing a role. And they even got the lob dunk without Curry switching, as Harden was able to find the seam to collapse the defense and force the help. And a little later on, they again are so singularly focused on forcing the switch that it leaves three Rockets standing and watching. Curry gets completely out of position and reaching, and it still works as Harden gets to the hoop for the layup. But with a team as good as the Warriors, if you run the same exact thing every time down, they will figure it out and adjust. On this possession, Curry is able to step up and stop Harden while Durant stays in the area. When Curry hustles back to his man, watch what happens when they send Gerald Green back to screen again. The Warriors clearly want to switch Curry off. Unfortunately, both Iguodala and Thompson go to him, and that gave Gordon some daylight to get to the hole. But we're starting to see signs of the Warriors' defense figuring it out. Next time down, they again force the Curry switch. Harden gets right by him, but Draymond does a nice job to stunt at the drive. Harden gets caught in between a shot and a lob to Capella, and if you're going to miss a shot like this, most likely you're giving up a three on the other end, and it will be in a hurry. Next time down, watch how Curry switches Iguodala onto Green. This is not the matchup Harden wants in the slightest. They creep Tucker up to set the screen, but again, Curry switches Kevin Durant onto him. Finally, they try it again, and say what you want about his defense, the dude can flat out make defensive plays, and this is no exception. Check the deflection, and even better, how he is able to beat Harden to the loose ball and then save it from going out of bounds at the same time throwing the perfect pass to Iggy for the dunk. After a timeout, the Rockets try to get clever in their offense, running a cutback weave to Eric Gordon, which is supposed to culminate in a Capella ball screen for him. The spacing is off, Capella doesn't make contact, and this is where the brilliance of Draymond comes in. Sticking with the rolling Capella at the same time containing the drive alongside Klay Thompson until he can reach his long arms into the passing lane for the steal. The Rockets decide to attack Looney again, even with Curry on the floor. You can see Capella is confused why Green didn't go screen. This allows Draymond to roam and protect the rim, and even though the Rockets get another look, KD is there to contest and Green is there to grab the tough rebound. The Rockets go away from Curry again and catch KD too high. Great backdoor cut and finish at the rim by Harden. But the Warriors come right down, force Harden onto Steph, who blows by him for a layup. You can see Curry wanted to adjust something with the defense, but for some reason Klay doesn't switch with him, allowing the Rockets to get the pick and roll pairing they want. Again, Curry has to switch onto him, but this time he's able to ride Harden along the lane line, and with Durant and Looney down low, it's hard to get a lob pass over them. Great Looney contest, and now the Warriors are back to the races. Curry missed Looney on the rim run, but for the same reason he was open cutting to the basket, he's there for the offensive rebound and put-back dunk. Once again, Curry tries to avoid being in the Harden pick and roll as he switches off of Green. Good adjustment to swing it to Gordon for the step-up screen. But the problem is, attacking Looney in these situations isn't a very viable alternative. Perhaps in another game he gets in foul trouble or something, but in Game 1 he was fantastic, contesting shots into misses all over. And in the sequence that effectively ended the game, they decided to forget about the pick and roll thing and just let Eric Gordon attack Curry one-on-one. Look how stagnant the weak side is, allowing the three best defensive players on the floor to be totally focused on the ball. Draymond helps, Klay should have gotten an easy steal, and it leads to a jump ball mismatch. The Warriors win it, and in a cruel irony, they avoid all their beautiful ball movement to take a page out of the Rockets' playbook. By bringing Looney up the screen for KD, they force a switch of Nene onto the ball. On an island, Nene had no hope to stop Durant from doing whatever he wanted, which was to pull up for a wide-open elbow jumper, a layup basically. And that was it. The Rockets blinked. The Warriors took advantage and were never seriously threatened again. It's clear that the Warriors have too many defensive weapons out here for the Rockets to continue to rely almost exclusively on mismatch isolations. The Warriors can keep within striking distance with their high-powered offense, Kevin Durant cannot be guarded by PJ Tucker, and eventually the whole gym knows that Golden State's defense will subtly adjust something and make a few plays. That type of shift can and will decide the game. And if the Rockets can't get back to the original D'Antoni offense to get them better shots more consistently, then they'll be splashing down into the offseason in less than 6 games. Sports fans, make sure to hit the subscribe button and adjust your settings so you can get notified immediately when we drop another great NBA video. Let us know how you feel with a thumbs up and a comment. After all, at BBallBreakdown, we're not a channel, we're a conversation. You in?